I mean. It's 25 minutes to 7 a.m. It's your breakfast rush. Nishal live in Johannesburg. There's Mira down in our Durban studios as we bring you your breakfast radio here on Radio Al Ansar. 25 minutes to 7. Got to get your first traffic update in a moment. It is the third day of October 2025. And what's going to equate to day one of trading at the Al Ansar Lakewood Festival. We'll tell you more about that in a minute. Nasmira Kasim, Jumma Mubarak, welcome.
Jumma Mubarak to you as well. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu on the 10th of Rabiul Akhir, 1447.
All going well so far, and I hope it's going the same way for you on the roads, wherever you are. Talking about the roads, let's go play in the traffic.
Breakfast rush traffic.
Superintendent Rauf, assalamu alaikum. Welcome, Jumma Mubarak to you.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jumma Mubarak to one and all listening. Let's get onto the roads. If you're on the N3 coming towards Durban, as you get past Market Road, you got a truck broken down on the left-hand lane, causing obstruction. You got an accident on Tollgate Bridge. Now this is Ridge Road, South Ridge Road area. 2 vehicles involved in this collision, so there's going to be delays. Coming off the freeway, coming eastbound on the N3, also going westbound as well. There's going to be delays because of the obstruction on the actual bridge itself. 2 trucks involved in an accident on the N3 going towards Johannesburg, which is near Tugela River. There is vehicles that are traveling past the scene, but the road's obstructed as well, so just be aware of that, please. Still raining in many places, the roads are still wet, lots of puddles of water. You got to make sure that you slow down. Make sure your headlights are on so people can see you, please. Misty conditions in the upper highway area this morning from about the bottom of Pietermaritzburg, going up Town Hill, all the way to Sidara, going towards Mooi River as well. Conditions are a bit misty, so switch your headlights on, please. That's your first update.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Rauf. Much appreciated. We're going to talk to you again just after 7 this morning. Assalamu alaikum. So I'm here in Johannesburg and I'm looking out the windows from the Joburg studio, and I see lovely skies, sunshine. Looks like it's going to be a bright, beautiful day. But then I look at the weather report for Durban and I'm thinking to myself, oh boy, what's going on in Durban?
It's pretty overcast this morning. So from what I saw before coming in, it looks like could be expecting a little bit of rain, but you'll tell us more.
Yes, let's get into it. Your weather report.
Weather update. I think it's going to be playtime weather.
Well, you're going to have to play inside, I think, for the better part of the day. Durban expecting a cloudy 17 degrees at lunchtime, up to a 70% chance or 77% chance of rain for Durban today. Tomorrow, Saturday, Durban's expecting a windy Saturday. So if you want to practice flying your kites, tomorrow might be that day where you could go, I don't know, find an open space, practice building and flying your kite for the 11th, when we're going to be at Blue Lagoon. And yes, there's going to be ample opportunity to fly your kite then and there as well. Now, for your weather, we'll get into it. Let's say Joburg, because that's where we are at the moment. Johannesburg, expecting a sunny 24 degrees today as we get into lunchtime. For Josie, Saturday, looks like it's going to be a lovely day. A little bit cloudy, but that's for Saturday. Pietermaritzburg, a cloudy 14 degrees. Pietermaritzburg expecting a 54% chance of rain today. So kind of wintry conditions in Pietermaritzburg. Margate, cloudy 16. Richards Bay, cloudy 17 degrees. Ladysmith today, mostly cloudy 15. Johannesburg is sunny, as I said, 24 at lunch today. Cape Town, clear 24. Lilongwe in Malawi, sunny 29. Pakistan's Karachi, mostly cloudy 33 degrees. Makkah, Medina expecting haze and a 41-degree high in that part of the world. Dubai today, a sunny 38. Perth in Australia, cloudy 22. Galway Island, yellow warning for rainfall, orange warning for wind. And generally speaking, a cloudy 17 degrees. Bright, beautiful, sunny day expected in Gaza, a 33-degree high in Gaza City, Palestine today. And that's your weather report covering most centers, well, where our listeners are, basically, covering all of those centers and letting you know what to expect as we get around. YouTube's live at the moment, and we say Assalamu alaikum to brother AK from Azam Khan, who's out in Baghdad at the moment and watching on YouTube live. And I hope you're doing so as well, wherever you are. Remember, you can jump into it. Just search at Radio Al Ansar. Easy as that, and you'll find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube live at the moment. Nasmira, we're going to talk a lot about what's happening here in Johannesburg today. It's day one, trading day one for you.
Right, alhamdulillah. And so a lot of schools, well, are either already closed or closed at like 10 a.m. today, which means most of the learners probably didn't even go. Oh, no. So what better way to start their vacation?
Let me tell you what they were doing yesterday.
Okay.
How old are these learners you're talking about? Like people between the age of 7 and like 17, right?
Yeah, well, 5, because now people would start grade out at 5.
No, the 5-year-olds weren't. I can't tell you what they were doing yesterday. But yeah, the rest of them were here at the football courts and paddle courts, just making a noise till well after 10 p.m. last night, keeping us all up.
Well, it's the only time they can stay up.
That late, I suppose. But I'll tell you what, they were having an absolutely beautiful time. AK from Azam Khan, who's watching at the moment on YouTube, sends me a message. He says, listen, you need to get closer to the camera. Eh? But here's the thing, AK, I'm camera shy. So I'm quite comfortable with where it is at the moment, which is fantastic for me. Your breakfast rush is now 6:41 this morning. Hope you're taking it easy on the roads. I do see your WhatsApp messages coming through, but a little bit of a change that we're going to make on the program just for this morning and morning only today is, you know that we normally take your Darood count on a Friday morning live on air. So because of everything else that's going on the program this morning, and it's going to be a little bit busy, so we're going to be doing your Darood count, but Nasmira Kasim's going to be writing it down, taking it through the calculator and everything like that off air. So please send it through. It's 060-904-1056. We'll definitely get those going, but not on air. So rest assured, your Darood count will be written down. You just won't hear it on the radio.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
The Breakfast Rush, fun for the entire family.
Ladies, get ready to bedazzle. Join us October 30th, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. for a high tea live broadcast at the Al Ansar Conference Center. Celebrating 5 years of Urban Women with me, Razia Rangwich. 100 Rand gets you fun, goodie bags, giveaways, cook-offs, chance to win a TV. And what's a celebration without cake? Grab your tickets at the Al Ansar shop now.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد.
At Checkstar, our services make the difference. From the butchery to the bakery, the deli to fresh fruit and vegetables, Our departments are ready to serve you with quality, freshness, and care. Celebrate our 11th birthday with the shopping experience you deserve. Grab our birthday deals exclusive at Checkstar Overport Sparks Road, Mount Edgecombe, and Durban CBD. Checkstar really cares.
More than 800 million people around the world live in deep poverty, uncertain of where the next meal will come from. For those on the brink of starvation, a food pack means survival, dignity, and hope. Send food. Send kindness. Be the reason a family does not go hungry. Donate now to Islamic Relief.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
سارے ولیوں سارے ولیوں کے دل کی صدا ہے سارے ولیوں کے دل کی صدا ہے سارے ولیوں کے دل کی صدا المدد المدد غوث اعظم المدد المدد غوث تو یقیناً تو یقیناً میرا پیشوا ہے المدد المدد غوث اعظم المدد المدد غوث ڈوبی کشتی کو پل میں گرایا اور مردے کو تو نے جلایا اور مردے کو تو نے جلایا رب ہی جانے رب ہی جانے تیرا رتبہ کیا ہے المدد المدد غوث اعظم المدد المدد غوث اعظم سارے ولیوں کے دل کی صدا ہے سارے ولیوں کے دل کی صدا ہے المدد المدد غوث اعظم المدد المدد غوث بھیک ملتی ہے آنے نبی کی اس لیے لے کے کشکول خالی اس لیے لے کے کشکول خالی تیری چوکھٹ پہ تیری چوکھٹ پہ منگتا کھڑا ہے المدد المدد غوث اعظم المدد مدد غوث اعظم سارے ولیوں کے دل کی صدا ہے سارے ولیوں کے دل کی صدا ہے المدد المدد غوث اعظم المدد المدد غوث دید کا جام آ کر پلا دو میرا سویا نصیبہ جگا دو میرا سویا نصیبہ جگا دو شاہ جینا یہی التجا ہے شاہ جینا یہی التجا ہے المدد المدد غوث اعظم المدد المدد غوث اعظم سارے ولیوں کے دل کی صدا ہے سارے ولیوں کے دل کی صدا ہے المدد المدد غوث المدد المدد غوث اعظم تیرے در کا وہ کتا جدا ہے جو کبھی شیر سے نہ ڈرا ہے جو کبھی شیر سے نہ ڈرا ہے हौसला उसको तुझसे मिला है, हौसला उसको तुझसे मिला है। अल-मदद गौसे आज़म, अल-मदद गौसे आज़म, सारे वलियों के दिल की सदा है, सारे वलियों के दिल की सदा है। अल-मदद गौसे आज़म, अल-मदद गौसे रंज कुल्फत ने जब जब है घेरा, काम आया है तब ये वजीफा, काम आया है तब ये वजीफा। हर घड़ी मेरे लब पे सजा है, हर घड़ी मेरे लब पे सजा है। अल-मदद गौसे आज़म, अल-मदद गौसे आज़म, सारे वलियों के दिल की सदा है, सारे वलियों के दिल की सदा। अल-मदद गौसे आज़म, अल-मदद गौसे आज़म। एक घड़ी हाँ एक घड़ी पहुँचे सत्तर के घर पर, चाहे मुफलिस हो या हो तमंगर, चाहे मुफलिस हो या हो तमंगर। एक जुबां हो के सबने कहा है, एक जुबां हो के सबने कहा है। अल-मदद गौसे आज़म, अल-मदद गौसे आज़म, सारे वलियों के दिल की सदा है, सारे वलियों के दिल की सदा है। अल-मदद गौसे आज़म, अल-मदद गौसे आज़म। शाह बगदाद हम पर करम हो, दूर आपार और रंजो हम हो, दूर आपार और रंजो हम हो। अच्छे अच्छों से हमने सुना है, अच्छे अच्छों से हमने सुना है। अल-मदद गौसे आज़म, अल-मदद गौसे आज़म, सारे वलियों के दिल की सदा है, सारे वलियों के दिल की सदा है। अल-मदद गौसे आज़म, अल-मदद गौसे आज़म। है कयाम उनसे है अपना रिश्ता, गौस से जिनको है प्यार सच्चा, गौस से जिनको है प्यार सच्चा। सुन के चेहरा सुन के चेहरा ये जिनका खिला है। अल-मदद गौसे आज़म, अल-मदद गौसे आज़म, सारे वलियों के दिल की सदा है, सारे वलियों के दिल की सदा है। अल-मदद गौसे आज़म, अल-मदद गौसे
A recording that's bringing back some memories for some folks and those that are listening to it for the first time. That was Ghulam Mustafa Qadri on your radio set. Didn't have the heart to cut it. Was a bit of a long one, around 8.5 minutes long. Didn't want to cut that, but I do hope that you enjoyed it. Naz, I know there are messages coming through on WhatsApp from so many folks just saying, mashallah, recording. Well done, brother Ali. Sending compliments to him as well for the first one on the show.
And I'm thinking you just spoke a little bit earlier of AK Azam that's listening from Baghdad Sharif.
Yes.
And I can only imagine those that are there tuning in right now and the emotions that build in within them when they can see directly what's in front of them.
So he's got it on. I'm not sure if he's alone and he's watching the live feed coming through, but yeah, I'm pretty certain he may be surrounded by a few folk that are listening in this morning here in South Africa morning. So thank you to Brother AK and everybody else who's there in Baghdad for just making sure Radio Al Ansar is on the speakers there as well. It's 6 minutes and counting to 7 this morning, and yes, day one of trading at the Lakewood Conference Center. So yesterday we were meant to open, and there were a few concerns that needed to be addressed, if you want to put it that way, so that we couldn't open yesterday, basically. So I saw crews come in and just start working on various different things from a safety point of view, right? So crews coming in, working on too many things, really. And then last night from 7 p.m., there was a dhikr and things that took place here on site, which was absolutely beautiful with Sheikh Noor and his team. But here's the story. Today, after Jummah, the gates will be opening 2 p.m.
Lovely. Alhamdulillah. I always say there is khair, meaning there's goodness in every single delay. So 2 p.m. today, you want to be there. I would say, what, Nishal, the best place for your lunch on this Friday?
The only place for my lunch this
For everybody's lunch.
Yeah. So here's the thing. With all that food court that's down here, because from where I'm sitting right now, out the window, I'm looking at the food court, right? And because we weren't trading yesterday, most of the guys down here just didn't prepare anything. So I was actually looking forward to sampling cuisine from the Johannesburg traders that are here. And because we didn't trade, they didn't do anything. So I had gone down and sat with somebody who we're very familiar with, that's always in Durban with us. And they come through with this massive trailer, Mama's Chicken. So I had gone down there, sat, I had a chicken burger with the guys. But the thing is, it's like for the last 3 days, all I've been eating is chicken.
Okay.
So I'm ready for a change. So I hear the Juma lunch today is going to be like a dal, rice, etc., etc. I'm hoping there's some masala fried fish.
Good. Really, really
Yeah.
good. So what you can do while you're sitting there now and looking at all these stores is just decide, okay, this is what I want to eat for lunch. This is what I want to eat for dinner and everything in between.
Mind you, besides all of that, there are vehicle displays that are here on site, showcasing the latest vehicles from a couple of dealers. So if you're in the market for a new vehicle and you just want to come through, have a look, see, this is the place to be. It's the Al Ansar Lakewood Festival. Amongst everything, so you've got your clothing, you've got your sport, you've got your food. Did I mention food? And then you've also got vehicle dealers that are here. Tons of entertainment. I know Bashwood Tash is on stage with us later on this evening. I'm on stage later this afternoon doing a game show.
Nice.
And giving away some prizes and some money.
Are you allowed to tell us what you're giving away?
Money, cash money. We're giving away some cash money.
Manli, we need to leave now. Like now.
So put a call into us at Vodacom stores, and the boys from the store at Santon say to me, Nishal, you're in our neck of the woods, so we're going to send you some prizes as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. So our guys from Vodacom sending through some prizes that I can give away on stage during the game show. It's going to be Q&A. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. All of those things. I'm just going to be making it as much fun as possible because I'm back in Durban tomorrow.
That's okay. You need to be back in Durban tomorrow.
Exactly. I'm going to be giving away all my prizes today.
Yeah, we need some prizes here also.
You want to give away a prize now?
No, not now. On the 11th.
Exactly. So, hey, listen, minute and a half to go to news. Brother Mondi will take over in Durban with the buttons and all of that. We'll get you your main news bulletin. Of course, the next look at traffic as well. So if you're on the roads right now, you be our eyes and ears, right? Let us know what's going on in your neck of the woods and send it through on WhatsApp at 060-904-1056. MH Osman says, Nishal, did you enjoy Al Ansar's gala dinner? I hope they catered for you, bro. There was chicken.
Cool. Have you eaten any veggies?
What's that?
Come on.
I told you. The only listen, rice is a vegetable. I will argue with anybody on that point. And potato is a vegetable. So my answer to your question is yes. I had my rice and potato. I had my veggies.
Fair enough.
The salad was there as well, which is absolutely divine. So yeah, I did.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willowton Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's the perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
The Breakfast Rush. Urban. It's time to lace up for the Breakfast Rush family 5-kilometer fun run and walk, 11 October, 7 a.m. at the Blue Lagoon Lawns. Feel the rush as you race past the iconic Moses Mabhida Stadium and take in the ocean breeze along the Durban Promenade. Then the fun really begins. Scavenger hunts, kite building, burger eating contests, food trucks, prizes, and a 6-hour live broadcast from Radio Al Insan. Bring a brand new toy to spread joy to children in hospital, powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom stores.
Did you hear? Your favorite 24-hour dentist has moved? Crown Dental Studio, offering everything your smile needs, from general to cosmetic dentistry. Female practitioner now available upon request. Call us on 081 207 8621 to schedule your next appointment. Or visit our new studio at 26 McCuton Avenue, Durban North. Crown Dental Studio, the 24-hour dentist.
HSBP Institute of Learning. HSBP, a safe, secure environment under the guidance of its founding fathers, literally centered around a masjid, hifz, and madrasa. HSBP holds firm on its religious values and ethos. We're building future Muslim leaders and inspiring adults that will add to the spiritual growth of their community. It's not just a school, it's a family. With just one class per grade, it's a tight unit built on trust, warmth, and love. Join the HSBP family and leave your child in our hands. Find us at 131 Kenville Road, Briardine, 031 941 9800, hsbps.co.za.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willowton Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
The Breakfast Rush, main news
Sensei Barrel. That's it for now. I will be back with your headlines at 7:30 for Radio Al-Ansar News. I'm Tabila Duma.
Well, it's your breakfast rush, 90.4 FM in Durban, 105.6 FM, Peter Maritzburg. And yes, I'm out in Johannesburg. Nesmira's out in Durban, getting you your TBR on this beautiful Friday morning. Nas, I'm feeling really terrible, but I have to say this. The sunshine in Johannesburg at this point in time is beautiful. There's a slight breeze. I can see the trees moving around a little bit, a slight breeze, beautiful sunshine, blue skies. And the reason I'm saying I'm feeling bad to say it, because I know you guys are having a little bit of cloudy weather, a little bit of gray day down in Durban.
Yeah, I was going to say like sunshine. What is that? Didn't see it yesterday. Can't see it today. So you have to remind us, please. You got to do a Colonel Raouf move.
No, I'm not going to. He's right here. So we'll get him on and he can do it himself. Let's get your second traffic update for the morning.
Breakfast rush traffic.
Super, how you doing in the grey weather in Durban?
There's no grey weather in Durban.
Beautiful.
I'm here. I'm shining.
Alhamdulillah. All right. Tell us what's happening on the roads.
On the N3, we spoke about the accident earlier on. Yellow River. Those trucks have been moved to the side of the road. The road cleanup is in progress currently. There shouldn't be long for the road opened up properly for traffic to flow. Police and military on the N3 southbound beyond the Ashburton ramp, left-hand lane or shoulder lane is closed. Quite a few vehicles there. For what reason at this point, I'm not sure. So just be aware of that, please. Stationary vehicles of the NC South coming towards Durban. It's at the top of the Hilton Avenue area. Shouldn't be long before this one's gone because they're busy changing a tire. Remember we spoke about the truck broken down on the N3, just past Market Road coming towards Durban front. Now clear. The accident on the Target Bridge is clear as well. It's raining in Durban in certain places. The sun is shining in certain places. So please make sure your lights are on. Just slow down. Just arrive at the place that you're going to. That's your second update.
You know, Super, as you always say, arrive 10 minutes late and it'll be fine. You got there.
Exactly. Rather arrive 10 minutes late than not arrive at all.
Precisely. Thank you very much, Superintendent Raouf. We'll catch up with you just around 7:30-ish for the next traffic update. Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah.
So Nathan Nasheed here at the Lakewood, the Al-Ansar Lakewood Festival, Friday the 3rd of October, from around about 6 p.m., right? You've got, and it's quite a esteemed list of people that are here. We've got Sheikh Nur Aswad that is here with us, and he's been with us for a couple of days now. Imam Hussein Sanudi, that's here as well. Hafiz Muhammad Yasin Chunara, that's here. Hafiz Muhammad Umar Yusuf, Brother Ahmed Ibrahim, Muhammad Anwar Haji, Riaz Hussein, Sheikh Zai, Samuel Suleiman, quite a long name there, but beautiful. Muhammad Lu'ay, Sayyid Tazib, and I hope I pronounced that correctly, Farid Ali Hussein, Zubair Mbata from Darul Ulum, Pretoria. Quite a lovely list of gentlemen that are here with us. Friday night, and I say night because as soon as the sun goes down, they're going to be coming up onto the stage, which is going to be absolutely beautiful. So there's a lot happening here at the Al-Ansar Lakewood Festival. Doors opening, gates opening, if you will, at 2 p.m. So just after Jummah, you can come through. It's multicultural, diverse zikr and qasidas later this evening, which I'm pretty certain everybody's going to enjoy whilst either sitting there and being part of it or walking around, because just around that stage area is where the food court area is. And we know that for a lot of people, around about that time is supper time as well. And the seating area for where you can enjoy your meals has a clear view of the stage area. So it's going to be absolutely magic. Radio lineup for today from the Al-Ansar Lakewood Festival. besides the Breakfast Rush now, you've got Razia Rangraj, who's going to be on air with us from this studio from 2 to 3 p.m. Brother Zahir Basa and his crew will be here from 3 to around about 4:30. You've got Fahim and Bibi Amina Feely that's going to be in studio from 4:30 to around about 6 p.m. I make my way back into the studio from 7 to 8 p.m. And then Brother Muhammad Variawa, Fahim, Siraj, Bibi Amina, and a few of us going to be on stage from 8 to 10. It's going to be pretty interesting, pretty exciting here at the Al Ansar Lakewood Festival. So if you are in Johannesburg, we'd love to have you with us. If you are in Durban and Pietermaritzburg and you've got friends and family in Gauteng, then send them a message on WhatsApp or, just let them know. Come through, relax with us. Shana says, Nish, it's cold down here, man. It's raining in Durban.
Yeah, it is. Well, I didn't see the rain yet. I'll go out after 8 and have a look. But I know that a lot of people are leaving Durban today and tomorrow and traveling to Johannesburg for the school holidays.
Mm-hmm. They must make our turn and come here.
Absolutely, a perfect opportunity. And I was looking at the Instagram page, and there looks like this incredible area that's like a little explorer's paradise with so many games and activities for kids. I would even play in that place.
Look, the kiddies play area, there's like a minimum and a maximum height, which Tobacco met both. So she was walking.
I'll go under you, Tobacco. Please. It looks like so much of fun.
You guys are more or less the same height, so it's fine. There is a lot for children to do here. And Riaz and I were just walking around yesterday. We were looking at the paintball arena, and it's looking very inviting, I must say. The only thing we're worried about is coming back with blue circles on our skin.
Exactly that. You're taking a flight tomorrow.
Exactly.
I don't think I want to see you battered.
No. Maybe a little bit bruised, but not battered. But we'll see. Assalamu alaikum, Fazila Kaji, Hafiz Shahid Mia on WhatsApp. Assalamu alaikum to you as well. Remember, folks, we do see your Darood count coming through. Nazmira Kasim's doing the Darood count just behind the scenes, and then completing it after the show. So if you have, and I know you have been taking your Darood count through the entire week, send the grand total to us on 060-904-1056. And of course, we'll put that together and send it off to our brothers who are taking Darood numbers for South Africa or Palestine. Now, Palestine, I know, and what's going on with the flotilla is making big news. But Naz, let's just go through some of the headlining news that we've been keeping an eye on through the last 24 hours. I know ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula is in the news together with Senzo Mkhunu. But do you want to tell us more about that?
Absolutely. So 7:15, if you clock watching, and like Michelle said, ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula said the suspended police minister and party NEC minister Senzo Mkhunu will appear before the party's Integrity Commission following testimonies from the Madlanga Commission. But Mbalula told journalists in a media briefing yesterday that he would not divulge details about Mkhunu's appearance. Mkhunu is implicated in allegations of political interference in the South African police service.
Iran's foreign ministry has vehemently denounced the Israeli regime's aggression against the international global Sumud flotilla, an international fleet seeking to break Tel Aviv's near total siege of the Gaza Strip. In a statement yesterday, their spokesperson said the atrocity represented a blatant violation of international law and an act of militancy. He praised the humanitarian efforts of the flotilla's activists and grassroots groups that hailed from various countries, saying they had stood in solidarity with the Palestinian people and sought to break the cruel blockade.
Looking at some more information back home, the South African Airways has once again failed to submit its annual report for the 2024 and 2025 financial year to Parliament by the legally mandated deadline of September 30th, 2025. This is not the first time SAA has not met the legislative requirement, as it has requested extensions for the past 3 years and did not submit it in at least 1 year. Now, their acting transport minister, Kgosientsho Ramakgopa has addressed a letter to National Assembly Speaker Thoko Didiza and the National Council of Provinces Chairperson Refilwe Mutsweni Tsipane, explaining the reasons for the delay in the submission of SAA's annual report.
You know, a lot of our folks are using this airline called Emirates.
Yes.
Right? Do you international travel, whatever the case may be. I'm not going to talk about SAA because in the coming days, there's a lot I've got to say about SAA, but we'll leave that for then. You know, for now, South Africans traveling with Emirates now have a new travel headache. It's not your overweight luggage or your oversized carry-ons. No. It's your power banks. Yeah, according to the South African, the airline has rolled out a fresh ban on the use of power banks mid-flight, effective the 1st of October 2025. So this ban comes after a scary incident on a Dubai to Amsterdam flight where a power bank caught fire. So why the crackdown, right? The lithium batteries in your power bank have the tendency to go into what's called thermal runaway when they fail. They overheat, they start a chain reaction. You've got toxic smoke that comes through and can burst into flames. So phones and laptops usually come with a built-in safety system that's built in to avoid this, but many cheap or older power banks simply don't. And this is why the airlines are now being strict. So what are the new rules? If you're thinking about, what's it? I'm using Emirates for flight very, very soon. What are the new rules? If you're flying out of Johannesburg, Cape Town, or Durban with Emirates, only one power bank is allowed per passenger. It must be under 100 watts. Most are, right? But check yours just in case, because size does matter. No using it mid-flight to recharge your phone, tablet, or laptop, right? So we're wondering what's the point of having this device with us if we can't use it. But anyway, no recharging it from the seat power outlet either. You can hide it. You can't hide it in your overhead locker. It must stay in your seat pocket or under the seat in front of you. So this is just some of the new rules effective 1 October 2025 with regard to Emirates flight. So if you're going to be one of those folks on an Emirates flight soon, take note of that. Just to make sure that you don't have an uncomfortable traveling experience.
Absolutely. I would say just take a period prior to your flight, charge your devices, and you're good to go.
What's the one thing that you are famous for, Nasmira Kassim?
Vegetables, eating vegetables.
No, you're not famous for that.
I am.
You're not.
I think I'm famous for green beans.
You are, the green bean story is a whole nother story, but you are most famous for voice notes.
Yeah.
Nasmira can't spell, which is why she can't type out a message.
That's a lie. For me, it's more personal. You connect better.
Is it?
I think your tone is understood.
Yeah.
Sometimes you send someone a message and people
Yeah.
are like, he's aggressive or she's aggressive.
Yeah.
But when you express it differently and they can hear you, I think it just comes across better.
So how's the story here, man? South Africans are now being cautioned to be aware of their surroundings when answering their cell phones or sending voice notes, as cyber criminals are increasingly stealing voice biometrics.
What?
Exactly. This message is from Andrew Bourne, the regional manager of Zoho Corporation South Africa, a multinational technology company specialized in business software. So he was speaking to one of the broadcasters, right, and explained that many South Africans are simply unaware of just how valuable their voice is to cyber criminals. So according to Bourne, one of the simplest ways criminals can capture a person's voice is through silent calls. He says, when you pick up the phone and say, hello, is anybody out there? And there's no one on the other side, it could be more than just a dropped call.
Yeah.
What in fact could be happening is that a criminal organization are basically aggregating data. So he says they might already have your ID number and your phone number from a previous data leak. And by capturing your voice, they're confirming that you're still using that number.
Complete short left, right? Do you think we can steal our voices through the radio?
Yes.
Okay, so it's fine. I'll still send my voice notes.
I should have said no. It's a Breakfast Rush 7:22. When we come back, we'll be telling you all about what's happening at our set of Vodacom stores.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willowton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Durban, are you ready? The TBR Family 5 Kilometer Fun Run and Walk hits the Blue Lagoon lawns on 11 October, starting at 7 a.m. Experience the thrill of the scenic route, dash past the iconic Moses Mabhida Stadium, and soak in stunning views along the Durban Promenade. Then, stick around for epic family fun and games, food trucks, prizes, and live coverage from Radio Al Ansar. Don't forget, bring along a new toy for kids in hospital. Powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom stores.
Africa.
For too many communities across Africa and the world, access to clean water remains a dream. At Africa Muslims Agency, we dig deep, reaching into the heart of the earth to fill the cups of those in need. Sponsor a water well for 16,500 Rand, or a borehole in Afghanistan for 55,000 Rand, or Africa for 65,000 Rand, or any amount. With water comes food, health, education, and growth. An ongoing reward with Africa Muslims Agency.
It's Checkstar's 11th birthday, and you could be driving away in style. Spend just 350 Rand or more and stand a chance to win one of 3 brand new Hafal Jolian Pro SUVs. Don't miss your chance. Shop now, save big, and you could be our lucky winner. Grab our birthday deals exclusively at Checkstar Overport Sparks Road, Mount Edgecombe, and Durban CBD. T's and C's apply. Checkstar really cares.
Durban, are you ready to fire it up? Nando's Saxony Westwood and Nando's Westville Mall just got cheesier than ever. Bite into the brand new Grande Cheeseburger, creamy mac and cheese, or our cheesy rissoles. When the squad's hungry, our flame grilled platters start from only 365 Rand. All the flavor, all NIHT approved. Mashallah. So visit Nando's at Saxony Westwood and Westville Mall. Nando's, original home of the legendary flame grilled peri-peri chicken.
Explore the world with Worldview Travel. Let our expert team guide you in creating a travel experience that exceeds your expectations. Unbeatable flight deals, corporate and leisure bookings, luxurious accommodations, tailor-made packages, reliable car rentals, comprehensive travel insurance, seamless visa assistance. Visit us at 55 Problem Keys Road, Durban. Call 031 001 7062 or 0718350216. Follow us on Instagram at Worldview Travel. Worldview Travel creates memories to last a lifetime.
Get ready, Durban. The TBR Family 5 Kilometer Fun Run and Walk is happening. 11 October at the Blue Lagoon Lawns, kicking off at 7 a.m. Join us for a day packed with excitement, a scavenger hunt, kite building, a burger eating showdown, and prizes galore. Enjoy food trucks, family games, and a live 6-hour broadcast from Radio Al Ansar. Don't forget, bring a new toy to brighten a child's day in hospital. Powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom stores.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willowton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, The Workshop Durban, Megacity, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Sandton 2.0.
If you didn't know, the iPhone 17 is here. And guess what? Vodacom's got the lowest prices in the country, guaranteed. From the sleek new iPhone 17 to the Powerhouse Pro and the absolutely epic Pro Max, we've got every model, all of the various colors, and every size ready to go. And yes, the latest official gadgets are in too, like the MagSafe chargers, the AirPods, the Pro Gen 3, the incredibly stylish cases, and the screen protectors that I've seen myself. You name it, the Cellular City group of Vodacom stores have got it for you. So what are you waiting for? Head to your nearest Vodacom store today with easy payment plans, unbeatable deals, and the new iPhone 17 waiting just for you. The future is calling, and your answer is at our set of Vodacom stores.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, the Workshop Durban, Mega City, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0, Vodacom shop. For smartphones, laptops, routers, asset insurance, gaming, IoT, payment platforms, and the latest gadgets to always keeping you in the forefront of innovation and technology. Home and business internet to ensure that you have the best connection. Plug and play home internet to fully installed fiber. Our infrastructure provides a resilient platform for your critical business applications, which will help your business perform best. Vodacom shop at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Westwood Mall, The Bluff, the Workshop Durban, Umlazi Mega City, Bridge City Kwamashu, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0.
Naz, let's do something really quickly, you and I, right? I'm going to ask a couple of questions, and these are hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. These are the questions that I'm going to be using on the stage later today.
Should I be concerned?
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. They. I think they're all pretty easy. Right?
Okay.
But just as a hint to those people in Johannesburg that are going to be here at the Al-Ansar Lakewood Festival later this afternoon, I'm going to be on stage. There is cash money up for grabs. And from our set of Vodacom stores out in Santon at the Nelson Mandela Square, that store specifically is sending over some prizes for Nishal to give away today as well. So I'm going to throw it all in, right?
Miss it.
And these are the questions that I'm going to be, posing to potential contestants. Now, I want your opinion on something, right? Should I do it as, okay, we're going to go with individual contestants, or should I make it a couples challenge?
A couples challenge.
You think we should make it a couples challenge?
I think that'll be a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Why not? And when last have couples actually done things together, other than worry about the kids?
Okay, I'm not going to respond to that one. Here's a few of the questions that I'm going to use, right? So before we get to your news headlines, which is starting in literally 60 seconds, what's the tallest mountain in the world?
The tallest mountain in the world. I know this one. Everest. Monday's looking at me.
You ran out of time 5 seconds ago.
How many seconds do they get to answer?
5, 4, 3, 2. Basically, that's how that's going to go. But you're quite right. Mount Everest is the correct answer, right?
What did you say is a time limit for the couples?
5 seconds.
Oh my God.
But there's two of you standing there now. It was going to be 10 seconds for an individual, but now you made 2 people stand there. So it's
Here's
5,
the thing. It takes like 15 seconds for 2 people to debate over the correct answer.
This is why it's going to be a challenge. So simple questions like that one there. Which planet is closest to the sun would be another question that I'm definitely going to be using later.
That's not difficult, but I'm not going to answer it.
Because it's difficult, right?
No, because you're asking it later.
Yes.
I tell you that's how great ours know the answer to that question.
Oh, that's true. That's true. And then as you go up into the grades, like maybe grade 3, 4, 5, how many sides does a hexagon have? So if you're in Gauteng and you're near the Al-Ansar Lakewood Festival, you want to be in the entertainment marquee, the Darwin's entertainment marquee, before 4 p.m. this afternoon.
So then maybe order your food at 3, just to be safe.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get into your news headlines. We've got traffic, we've got angling with Brother Wahab, and of course, sport with Brother Buddy Govender coming up momentarily.
The Breakfast Rush News Headlines.
Making news at the bottom of the hour, while the Government Pensions Administration Agency has suspended 2 senior executives for their alleged roles in a series of irregular procurements, which placed more than 2 billion rands at risk, it remains mum on the fate of at least 4 of the suspected co-conspirators. U.S. diplomats were forced to snub South Africa's G20 Parliamentary Leaders Summit because of a midnight federal government shutdown that froze all funding for U.S. government activities. And finally, Venezuela's government has blasted an incursion near its borders by United States warplanes and accused the U.S. military of harassment and threatening the security of the nation. That's it for now. For Radio Alonso News, I'm Tabile Duma.
Thank you very much, Tabile Duman. I just gave Riaz the tablet, if you will, to have a look at the questions that we're going to be using, right? And Riaz has confirmed they are too easy. The questions are super simple. People are going to walk away with prizes like galore.
I think so too.
But here's the difference. It's easy when you're sitting down, just chilled and looking at it and listening to it. It gets a little bit more difficult. This very same question when you're standing in front of an audience and you got to answer it then.
And sometimes it's human nature. You
Mhm.
know the answer, but because there's this 5-second time limit, and you know you want to win that prize, there's like you kind of got to work for it automatically. Your body just like, I don't know, takes some sort of pressure on. You start hyperventilating, that pulse increases, the blood pressure rises, and for some reason you're like, but I knew that.
Exactly.
I knew that at
That's
the
what
7th.
That's exactly what happens. Hey, listen, it's coming for 7:33 this morning. Superintendent Raouf, for whatever reason, isn't available at the moment for traffic. So let's move on and get into sports.
The sports update with Buddy Govender is brought to you by First Fitness, Durban's premier boutique gym.
Buddy Governor, Assalamu alaikum. Jummah Mubarak. Welcome this morning on the Breakfast Rush Friday edition as we lead into what's happening in sport over the weekend. Buddy, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Jummah Mubarak. 3rd of October, Friday. Happy World Smiles Day, Michelle and team.
I've been smiling the whole show.
Yeah,
I
we
promise
just smile at each other. Exactly.
What's happening in your report?
Sport. Yep, the China Open, the second seed, Coco Gauff, saw off Eva Les 6-3, 6-4 to see her semi-final spot in the China Open. Amanda Anisimova came from a set down to defeat Jasmine Paoloni 6-7, 6-3, 6-4 and book her spot in the last 4 as well. In cricket, KL Rahul scored an unbeaten 53 as India reached 121 for 2 in their first innings on day 1 of the first test, trailing the West Indies by 41 runs. Earlier, Mohammad Siraj took 4 for 40 as the hosts bowled out the Windies for 162 in their first innings out in Ahmedabad. Staying with cricket, Bangladesh chased down 152 to beat Afghanistan by 4 wickets with 8 balls remaining in the opening T20 of their 3-match series. In the ICC Women's World Cup, Rabia Haider scored 54 not out and Shono Akhtar took 3 for 5 as Bangladesh women claimed a 7-wicket victory over Pakistan ladies for their first win of the tournament. This evening, we see the Dragons host the Sharks in the United Rugby Championship at 9 p.m. This weekend, we also see the Rugby Championship games as New Zealand clash with Australia and South Africa faces Argentina. Hopefully, they reclaim that Rugby Championship again. The weekend, we see the Formula One Grand Prix out from Singapore with the final race on Sunday at 2 p.m. And then Sunday, also early hours of the morning, UFC 320, Ankalev versus Pereira. It's a fight. It's a light heavyweight type of fight, and it's one to be really watchful for. The 5K run coming up soon now. The clock is ticking. I'm hoping the takeaway from the 5K run, Michelle, will be that people will continue after being motivated by your 5K run to actually continue walking on weekends and to actually help their cardiovascular fitness, their weight management, and of course, their overall well-being. the walk is going to obviously inspire them. And I would really encourage people to continue thereafter. And that's going to be the takeaway from the 5K walk. That's on Friday, inshallah.
Thank you very much, Buddy Governor. Much appreciated. And we'll chat again on Monday morning, inshallah.
I mean, you take it easy. Salam to you, Aaron, Nazmira, and the team.
The Sports Update with Buddy Governor is brought to you by First Fitness, Durban's premier boutique gym.
Get ready to elevate your fitness game at First Fitness in Durban's Berea. With a spacious free weight area, award-winning equipment, and exclusive ladies-only parking and training level, we've got everything you need to crush your goals. Hit the ground running on our outdoor track or unleash your inner warrior in our MMA and boxing dungeon. Plus, enjoy high security and ample parking. And don't forget to refuel at our halal coffee and health restaurant for the best in coffees, smoothies, and healthy eats. Join us today and redefine your fitness journey. First Fitness, dare to be extraordinary.
So a few things to talk about before we speak to Brother Abdul Wahab Kareem. Getting information coming through now. Just a little while ago, there was a crash at Toll Gate Bridge. Hopefully that crash scene is cleared and traffic's moving smoothly. So that's Tollgate Bridge, just over the N3. Talking about the N3, police and military on the N3 southbound after the ramp to Ashburton. So the left shoulder is closed. Now this is N3 southbound after the ramp to Ashburton. Left shoulder lane is closed. Police and military down there. Not sure what's going on, so don't be a digger. When we get the info, we'll give it to you, right? Crash, Moorcross and Dolomite Road, Chatsworth services are on the scene. So hopefully that's cleared up really quickly and you can get moving on your journey. Second thing I want to talk about this morning, and Brother Abdul Wahab Kareem is on the line. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you doing, mate?
Alhamdulillah. Hopefully you're having a good morning.
Alhamdulillah. Great morning. Great weather.
So a couple of weeks ago in studio, we had this young team of anglers that are representing South Africa in Spain.
Correct.
So I got an update yesterday from the team manager, Brother Rashad Khan, who says on day one of the 3-day competition, right? So day one of the competition, South Africa was placed first.
Oh, wow.
Right. As day 2 came around and they moved to a different beach, South Africa dropped down to 5th position, which I think is still okay because there's one more day to go, which is today. And they're still in the top 10, which is absolutely fantastic. Remember, these are young teenagers that are competing and representing South Africa out in Spain. And I'm just keeping in touch with Brother Rashad, and he's just sending through some really great pictures and what have you that we're going to be using next week. But I think for everybody that was supporting the team and contributed toward their journey, just to give them an update, the team is performing and they're performing well. We're looking at day 3 where South Africa is at a better beach, according to him, today. So they're looking at jumping back up the rankings, inshallah, back into number 1 position.
Just remember that these kids haven't fished these waters
ever
at all. Yeah. So it's new to them. Yeah. So being in the top 5 or even in the top 10 is really, really awesome.
It's a fantastic achievement so far, and we really are proud of them. But let's talking about fishing and all of that. Let's have your report for today.
So currently there's a southwesterly wind, should reach around 14 km an hour. Your high tide was this morning at 1:20, and your low tide would be at 1:7. On the Rock and Surf side, the Rock and Surf scene has slipped into full summer mode, and fishing is definitely picking up with more predictable weather on the horizon. It's becoming easier to plan your fishing days. On the North Coast, has been lively, even though the fishing is still a bit touchy. The key right now is to stay mobile. Move until you find the fit. Bloody baits and flesh baits are working working best. The banks have introduced some diamonds, but you'll need to put in the time and track them down. Off the point, sandies, honeycombs have made up most of the catches, while the grey sharks have been keeping the light tackle anglers busy. On the Central side, Stretch has been fishing extremely well with a healthier mix of edible and in it, the basin seems to be the hot spot. There's decent fish coming out. The main catches have been blue ray, and these have fallen to small, softer, well-presented baits. On the south coast, live bait has been doing the trick for the Garrick and Cobb, while artificials haven't been that effective. Remember, the predator fish love the edges, where the color lines our rocky ledges are. Scratching has been the main draw on the south coast, especially around the rocky areas. I think prawn and chocolate seem to be doing the trick. On the offshore side, Garrick and tuna and kingfish. The surface bait has started to pick up again. Garrick have been responding well to live baits, tuna as well, and these fish have been big. Yeah, the GTs have also been wanting a live bait, and as soon as peak season picks up, these action will go on to the lures and the surface lures. In the deeper water, Clearback and Darber have been keeping the guys busy. Most of these fish have fallen into live baits. The snook are around, but the trick is there are days when they are not. You got to keep your live setups ready, and when you do hook into one, there should be more for you to catch. And it would be your fishing report for this Friday.
Thank you very much, Brother Abdul Wahab. You take it nice and easy, and we'll catch up with you next week on the program.
Inshallah, Amin, take care, be safe.
You as well. Sidelines for the weekend. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
As before we go into the next ad break, there's been so much that's been taking place in and around Gaza with regard to the flotilla, with regard to the people of Palestine themselves. Give us the update.
Okay. So the last that I received was quite sad. I know a lot of us have been paying attention to the flotillas, the well-being of the occupants, but while we were doing all of that, 53 Palestinians have been killed. This happened yesterday. It was an Israeli attack, and Michelle, the picture that I saw was a Palestinian child that was sitting amid debris at a school. Well, what was once a school. And this was actually a United Nations school. And the school was actually being used by displaced people who were taking shelter. And just yesterday, the school was bombed. So far, there have been 53 confirmed deaths. And the defense minister from Israel, he actually wrote a post on X on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And in that post, he said anyone that stayed in that land and basically looked for shelter at the school would be considered, and I quote, a terrorist or a supporter of terrorists. And all these children were doing was seeking shelter because their homes have been destroyed, their lives have been destroyed, and this school, for most of them, was the last resort. So that's what we know happened yesterday. We ask you to keep them in your du'as. From the flotilla perspective, I think the latest that I've heard was that all of them except one were intercepted. So we do know that a lot of the individuals on the flotillas, they pre-recorded videos to say that, if you see this video, if you watch it, it means that I have been detained and taken to Israel against my will. There's over 100 of those videos that are out. So we don't even know the exact number of individuals from the flotillas that have been taken, again, against their will to Israel. But what we do know is one flotilla with a captain that calls himself Cameron, might just be a stage name, and 6 individuals on that flotilla, 5 of them from Turkey, 1 from Oman, have passed through that. They've gone through all of the detentions or the detaining, and hopefully they will make their way to Gaza first. So currently that particular flotilla is on Palestinian water.
So we have every single South African that was part of the Sumud flotilla. They've all been taken. They are all now being detained, if you want to, put it in that sort of English. So every single South African, and we already hear that our president Cyril Ramaphosa has spoken out, has made a statement, and is calling for their release.
And we're just gonna have to wait and see, what happens with that.
Mm.
None of us know where exactly in Israel they are. None of us know how they're being treated. I know on social media there's so many different opinions and people still being very, close-minded sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot of people have said you cannot use the word abducted, and I picked up that a lot of those that are currently taken have used the word abducted. They didn't use the word detained.
Right.
And for me, if you are taking me against my will
Right.
into space, into a country, and I don't want to be there, I don't see how abducted is the wrong word.
People will argue about this
Mm.
for years to come, and we'll just leave them to that. We'll leave them to their arguing. They can go on. The world is watching. The world is watching what is going on in that part of the world at the moment. Not so much with admiration, I think, globally, with a fair amount of disgust.
Yeah, I watched one of the videos.
Mm.
I'm sure you might have seen it as well, where these guys barge onto the flotillas with every form of weapon device you can think of. The guys are on their knees, they've got their hands behind them, like criminals that have committed the biggest crime, and they're being searched, they're being pushed, they're being taken. So we just have to ask you, as always, to keep them in your du'as, because I really feel like they are doing the bravest thing.
Absolutely.
I mean, what else do they do? And we make du'a that the one boat that has reached Palestinian shores gets to their destination with the aid that they're carrying.
There you go. It's coming up for 12 minutes now to 8. Just a reminder to you, if you're out in Durban, Pietermaritzburg, wherever you're listening, and you've got friends and family out in the Gauteng area, send them a message, send them a WhatsApp on the family group or wherever you're chatting with them on, and say to them, listen, get down to Lakewood in Ormonde over the weekend. The gates open at 2 p.m. today. So just after Jummah, they're welcome to start coming through. There's fantastic food, shopping, including cars. I mean, you could come here and you could just speak to one of the car sales guys and just take away a car. Make your applications and what have you right here. There is games and fun for the kids, for the teenagers. You've got the pedal courts, the outdoor soccer courts. You got all of that and so much more. There's fantastic restaurants that are also on Lakewood's property as well, and phenomenal entertainment on the stage. So I am looking forward to being on stage this afternoon with this game show where I've got cash money to give away, and from Vodacom at the Nelson Mandela Square store in Sandton, we've got some prizes to give away from them as well. Now, this is high technology prizes that I'm told. I can't tell you what it is. I can't.
What?
I can tell you at 7 p.m. when I'm back in the studio doing another show, I can tell you what I've given away, but I can't tell you now.
Make your way there.
Yeah, if you want to find out, you got to come here. It's as simple as that. It really is. So on this Friday, as we wrap up your breakfast rush now, 10 minutes to 8, I am looking forward to meeting you tonight here at the Al Ansar Lakewood Festival. Gates opening at 2 p.m. Come through after Jummah. Come have supper here. There's such a huge variety of food that you can choose from here on site. It's amazing. You could have a small little bit from each one and just create your own buffet.
Alhamdulillah. I cannot remember. I'm going to put my head on the block and say that I don't think Johannesburg has experienced anything like this before.
Well, Johannesburg itself has experienced a lot. This is the first time they're going to experience Al Ansar on the stage.
And also everything in one space. Eat everything that you want to, and you can go work it out on the court straight after. Or an hour
You could
after.
actually do that. You could actually go to the courts an hour and a half later and just maybe work it out in a pedal game or whatever. But that's it for your breakfast rush for this morning. Time to go.
We ask you to keep us in your du'as as you commemorate the Urs of Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jailani after Maghrib tonight, and to be the best version of you.
Do good. Be good. I'm back inside the studio at 7 p.m. this evening, but on stage before that, I'm looking forward to seeing you here at the Al Ansar Lakewood Festival in Ormonde.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors